My name is Janine Kelly and I'm an art therapist. An art therapist is someone who's qualified in art and psychological therapies to work with people, patients, children, young people, adults who have had maybe traumatic life events or mental health difficulties. On a typical day, I would do one-to-one sessions with children and young people, which would mean that this was child-led and they could come along and explore what's ever on their mind at that time. And I would help them to work through using the artwork and help them to think about the artwork in a meaningful way. I work with occupational therapists, psychiatrists, psychologists, nurse therapists. I also work with the wider network that support the child or young person, the school, the social workers, any other agencies involved in the care of the child. I became an art therapist because I was passionate about art. I also had a family member who had mental health issues, and I think I used art to help explore some of my feelings around that. And I wanted to help other people who were in the same situation whose family member had mental health issues. The best part is really seeing the progress that's made for children and young people, seeing how they become more self-aware and build up resilience in themselves, and kind of how they kind of move on in life. I think that's one of the things. And also, I suppose the other part is, I love looking at the artwork and seeing what's created, what they explore, and really helping them to think about that. I think that's another part that's really interesting part of the job. I think you need to be someone who's very understanding and warm, who really wants to help the person to get better. I think you have to have a lot of compassion and patience and understanding. I would recommend it because it's very varied. I also feel there's a lot of self-reward in being an art therapist, and you're still using creative skills and a lot of psychological thought around a person, which can be really interesting.